Okay, so I wanted to show a quick trick in Adobe Premiere, quickly reviewing a couple of things. Um, so one of the problems that it took me a long time to wrap my mind around how this worked was if I was working on the timeline, if I wanted to zoom in really closely, I would I'd have to like venture a guess and I would have to click and do that and slide it back. And then sometimes I'd be trying to follow it and navigating. So basically, like if you navigate to a certain spot and then you drag this thing forward, it always just goes to the center of the spot. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I click to put the timeline at that spot and I zoom in, it makes where you are on the timeline the center of it. But if you don't have the timeline on there, it can be kind of confusing. So I wanted to show you that about zooming in and zooming out, etc., so that you can see the other part. All right, now those of you that are my students who understand like the timeline of the video that we're working on, I obviously made a mistake and I did it on purpose where I'm going to need to move some navigation items. So I have neatly edited together these clips right here. In fact, I'll zoom in on them. But basically starting from this clip forward, from right here, right there to right there, I've already edited these together and I want to keep them together. But I want to separate them from these two items right here, this picture and this audio. So there's a way to do it where you can select all of these. And the trick is you zoom out just far enough so that there's some black space over here to the right. And then what you do is you click and you hold down your click and you actually select all of these clips. Now I'm going to zoom out even further. And let's say I'm going to scoot all of them. Well, it's actually that way if you're looking at the video. I'm going to scoot them all that direction. And what that does is that frees up some space that I needed because I'm going to actually insert some things in between here and I'm going to work with them in the next tutorials. But for our tutorial, basically what I was showing was how to zoom in on things. And I was also showing you how to like take things in your timeline, a whole bunch of them, then slide them out the way so that you can work in the space in between.